I am Anil Kumar. Welcome to our YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. In this video, we are going to discuss a very interesting question based on domain of the function. Such type of questions are challenging, and if you straight away see them in a test paper, it might be difficult for you to solve. I hope the solution will help you to understand this strategy and solve similar questions in your test paper. The question here is, what is the domain of the function square root of x minus 1 divided by square root of 7 minus x? So let's work on this function, which is f of x equals to square root of x minus 1 over square root of 7 minus x. You can always pause the video and answer the question. Well, in case you want to learn from me, you can send an email on the address given. Most of my students are right there on top of the class. One of the reasons is that I share such brilliant questions with them. Okay. Now let's figure out how do we find the domain. So in the numerator, we have these square root functions. Within the radicand should always be greater than 0, right? So if you look into square root of x minus 1, right, then it means that x minus 1 should be greater than equal to 0, correct? And that means x is greater than equal to 1, correct? So that is a part solution. Now let's look into the denominator part, which is square root of 7 minus x. So that really means that 7 minus x should be greater than 0. It cannot be 0 since it is in the denominator. Well, that means that if I take 7 on the other side, then I get minus x is greater than minus 7. I purposely took 7 on the other side to show you another thing. Now we have minus x is greater than minus x. If I multiply by negative 1, what happens? This becomes positive, that becomes positive. You have to flip the sign also. Do you see that? Putting it in red means most of the time students get this part incorrect and so wrong solution. So from the denominator we get x should be less than 7. Now for this domain, both conditions should be satisfied, right? Both conditions should be satisfied. Very important. So how will you write the domain of the function? So let me show you a very simple way of doing it. We are going to represent the information on a number line. So that's our number line. Well, let's assume that the 0 is right here. So solution number 1 is greater than 1. So let's say this is 1 for us. And our solution here, this point is included and it's greater than, so towards the side. You see that? So that is part of our solution 1. Is that clear to you? Now solution number 2. Solution number 2 is, let me highlight in a different color. X is less than 7, right? So let us say this is 7 for us, right? But 7 is not included. So I'm putting a hole here. Do you see that? And it is the portion like this. Now what is common between the two? So the common is between 1 and 7. You see that? So that becomes the domain of the function. So we'll write down our answer as domain as it includes 1, right? And up to 7. It does not include 7. You get the idea. So that is how you are going to write the domain of this particular function. Correct? In function notation also, you could write the domain. So alternate way of writing domain is like this. You say domain d of x is what? X belongs to real numbers, so that x is greater than equal to 1 but less than 7. That's another way. So we have three different ways. One, the number line itself. Two, we could use the brackets. And then the inequality. Perfect. So that is the third way of writing the domain. So I hope with this you understand how do we find solution of such questions. One. Second, how do we clearly write the domain? So that is also a part of the question specified many times. So take care of that. So I hope this helps. Feel free to write your comments and share your views. In case you like and subscribe to my videos, that'd be great. Thanks for your time and all the best.